Thank you. Thank you. It's always got to get better. Why can it not get worse? In their cells. I should get more of a wider camera. More TV front way. Yes. Make do with what you looking for it from you. Hiya. Call the guy. Won't then. Hi. Own, but I'm not Bruce Lee. I'm not going to write a book on the style like Master Lee did. Because it was Master Lee's idea in the first place. Yeah, you can learn from what I do, but then understand the rules not to hurt anyone. Even the tree. If you don't want to go on the video, you can have a camera. Try it without. Hey. Within the correct disciplines, conditions, rules. Why? Well, the sense was only knockout, yes? That's the only sense, not just the entertain. It's what you are then. Where would you win? If you're not going to win with that, you're going to have to think of win with that, yes? The traits of all. Oh, increase the no. Now that's even more fun. How to train the cells. Make yourself clever. That's why I taught papers and results. What can we do with the cells? So then you're not swole, then you're not dumb. Clever one. Even in soccer, you would have a clever route to get to the net. Flash. Drop in. Why would we get kicked out of one, playing with the other? So I would rather sing as a fish from a distance than pleasant down there. So the room you would get a kick out because that's what we would want, a kick out. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the one that's known to the ethnicity, not the national one, the one with popularity, the one where you have a bat in the hand and you whack it, or you would see the wickets and out there then. Each to own, yes. But the fun, there's always fun to it. Spin, ooh, the ball goes that way, then that way. How did you do that then? What was the purpose of the wear if you don't like it? I like to watch, I won't like to play. I like to play, not good at it. Then when not good at it, just gotta put it down, okay, not good at it. You're not going to listen to the one that will tell you you're not good at that. You have to be good at all them. Do we have to turn ourselves good at all them? Yes? Then we'll be put into the schools. It was just PE, that's all. It's not really PE. Arts! You know the manners with arts. Well, it's personal then. It's not even drama, arts or PE. Then what? Then what? still want the body. It's not back to the days when it... Yes, we are paranoid. I don't want to turn skinny. I got me a build. Why would I need to go back to that day? What day? When I was not with the build. When it was just slim. Guy. 4 foot. Guy. You can't take you out to look, yes? So, what would you do? I can't take myself out to look because mine altered. What's the excuse? For you? Are we all vain? Just you then? Ticket with the creator. Well, if it's not God, it's the household. Oh, shout out to Josh Rollinson. Sorry, on the 1st of February 2026, the memory of the name eluded myself from the point. Not personal, just eluded myself then. Hope you're well wherever you are. Because even when you lose a memory, it becomes personal. Understand? Even though it's not. It's just memory, man. Boy. Creation. Why would I not declare myself in martial arts? A martial artist, then? Because I'm not Master Lee. Opinion on Master Lee. Do you think they were portrayed right in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Yes. Why would you talk like that? We are all our own people. We can all turn cocky, we can all turn down to earth. And it doesn't fall into minus portrayal, it just becomes, well, we live in the real, we life in the real world. Whatever the skill, one or the pal, friend, pal, make it to, we all know. They're like that anyway, then we turn into gossip and conversations all the time. It's like, ooh, that's the real secret. What's that secret? Why we have taken less keen in the divisions later, who has become spoilt. It's what part of the cocky will help if it's doing the right for you. Toe down to earth. Can never be correct with. That's just a good guy. What can we do? What's the opinion on Master Lee then? They brought an art to the screen. But it was already on screen. What about the ones in the past? Hey. Well, they got the dream early. Yeah? What's that minus? It's fancy. Colour. We won't avoid that talk. We will talk it naturally. Yes? It's a skill, it's new. That's why, and then it becomes standard. Two. Why would you talk it directly? Because then we won't talk around it. Why? Because all will think like that anyway. The route to talk around. No, what's the point of it? So the opinion on Master Lee's portrayal of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for Wasif, for you, for me, was right. Why? It doesn't brought the character. It just portrays, well, that's the real world, right? Underestimate, overestimate our own will. But then they're not a hero to the world where they were. They were a hero. There's no denying that. What else would you like to know? Okay. Why? Well, if you consider the ones that are around you, they know you. They know you. Yes? So what you will sometimes someday see on the screen is not the real machine. Oh dear. I've got a lot more ironwork to do. Real person, real life. Why? Just reality. But then the minus of the not real. Let's go around in the circle. We'll cover it via the circle. I didn't intend to move myself to. Well, I would have intended to put Duke under wing, but the intent was to continue with what I was in the learn, and why it's good that the rules that are with the sport of the art of hand and foot are one of the why they've got themselves in the world. Good idea, yes. So you're trying to talk that if you were to go to Shaolin, you might not see yourself again. Return then. Well, it was already portrayed. We have got the answers. We are told they had the secrets, you know. You know the vowel silence. It's not the praise that you are. Go on! But you have not gone there in reality, Mr. Ali, have you? Yes, I would like to, you know that. One day in the future, yes. What are the secrets? Well, if we portray what the land was, and we portray the land near, and where would you eat chips and peas? Dear. Chips and curry, sorry, madam. Wing. Well, it's all right that you learned, or that you wanted to learn what Master Lee could do, but that flip that guy does, that's what you must do now. Put all the other hacks and moves to the, put them all down, yes? I want to see that one right now. Because they're going backwards and then they're going round. Okay. Is that true? Well, if you were to take the vowel silence, true. What did I get away with? Ethnicity, they will show it. Out at some point anyway. True. What would you know? Why? Because we would get stuck in the reality. In reality, you have not gone to the school of Shaolin. You have not gone to Japan. You have not gone to Korea. Where would you learn them? Well, there's a lot of articles from what the Indians can do, yes? And you were an Indian also, in the ethnicity in the past. It was the natural jump that that was deleted early. When it's fun and you just enjoy. Related to the hairs, yes. And that's the questions answered. Why? I am still not in flight. I am still not flew. Honor. Even though you have talked of the near land, you know what's it? Ah, oh dear! Traitor! Traitor! Traitor to the... Well, it wasn't a crew. Traitor to you. Okay. Well, if you went to the school, China, Japan direct, then at least you would have an answer if you could try to do some kind of act. Or where it was part of the land where we were. Please understand the reverse. Why? You see, my mate's good at the overhead kick sector. Pow, cool. And because they're good in the overhead kick sector, what would I tell you? It's not my natural, I can't. I have to turn it to a natural. Why? Well, they had the plans of what you were going to do. I wonder what the ethnicity would normally do. So what must they prevent? Well, there's a flip there. Cartwheels. Why? We're going to lose in that one. Why? Because they have to pass it. It's all teamwork. We like the independent. Not the newspaper. No, we like the newspaper. I'm talking independent. Ah! Part of a trait of the town where they are. They talk it and tell later why I didn't mean that. That the read. Turn. I'm not independent in terms of independent person. Yes, the headaches that they have in terms of when they have put down the name of even the newspaper. So I think I'll just stick with name. But then that's the play. That's on you then. Okay. Will that get you done? What can you do? In the household. So what did you mean? In terms of a person that's then? Ooh, but then you'll have to be script that's autistic on O. Ooh. In a circle. You know, that world. So. Coil. Recall an advert. So you forward all the minus. Now, minus forward. Minus back. Yeah. It's the day for minus. You forward it. It's not hits one route. The board will not hit, but the motor will. Circle. Why not? Why can't you not take it? Go on. Where would you talk? In a little bubble. Why? Well, you've got to get to anyone that's a fan, yes? When you question what that means, then not a fan. You're not a fan of me. You're not a fan of. You're not a fan. What would you fan? Just you. Well, that's part of it. But what would you fan? I'm not the one to direct that. 1 second. Then all the silly parts don't learn the part. Koyo. I hope so. Won't know so. So what's that? It's the minus anyway, because it's new. It's not what goes with the traditional, goes with old. Something new is always goes versus is. Why would you do that then? Hey. Get over here. And make me a brew. Kyle. Why? Warm, friendly, but yet talk broadly. Does that mean? We only put the batter on the fish, so whatever. Well, you have portrayed what you no. You don't fit the description, you know that. And what was it? Memory. At your order. No, at your service. Name, please. What was that voice? Name, please. Butcher. the land concerned, sir. Why? But you have usurped in the one talk, you have not used in the second talk, bitch and sad. So are we to put that into the culture where you are? You will not call not myself sir, you'll call myself Saab. Whoa. It's a reverse. Put them in the gallows. Put them in the grounds. Back to the horses. Back to the towns. So they learned the second talk. Why would you know? Because, my dear, it's Butch and Saab. It's not Butch and Sir. Yeah. Did you go near the house? No. That was Daddy's. Bro. Go near the house. Not just a tourist in India. It was alright. But then they will talk that it's not the land where they were. So why would you want to relate to that one, Darwin? You know what they will do? They will go and eat meat. They will go and eat chicken. Still. Okay, they are now in the plan of eat the greens. But it's still green. Alright, okay, it's a stereotypical one. Well, stereotype that a lot will relate to. What were the gallows? Butch and Saab did not rescue the land in the priors. Will they return to the prior? I will not relate, sir. You know that anyway. Find one that will. Why would you not relate? Because it's not the talk. It's number two. They tried hard, turned it to one. Still two. No, it's still one. Well, it's one now in the house because the two ones not here. So why would you not jump to the Saab straight away? Would you want the reverse? Because it was so near. Yes. They have not used the talk that we are now. It's not culture. They have not translated at all. Oh dear. So we are now to write the letter with dear Saab. Dear Saab. Dear Saab. Oh, that was neutral gender. It was right there. I think that's the end of the Wake Society. I think it's time to go. Here. Why? The Wakes always fall in the stereotypes under gender talks, under some verses. They never talk of the. They're always minuses. They won't talk of the minuses. Favorite actor of Indian cinema? Mithun Chakravarti. Why? Because they copied Michael Jackson. Why? I won't relate with the descriptor. I do not have the tall, I do not have the look. What ones would then? Why would they not relate to the ones that were here? True. One would. One would. One wouldn't. Ooh. Why not? Because it's not the primary talk. Then you make the point. You would make the point. Why here then? Why? Because they are of the past God. It's a return to the society that they would know. Why? Because they took the lands and now we would know. Here? No, we will not. No? Why? It's always the talk. So we are to talk now. Okay, I'll do the Saab talk because I can talk the talk. No, I will do the Saab talk. Yes, the Saba, the Saban. I will do that talk. Why? Did you ever think that it could turn into a reverse one day? One year? That we were, well, myself's not here for that purpose, but my descriptors. And we have not fulfilled the orders from there to, or we would not fulfill the orders from there that was now to take over and get the verses. And why would you talk gallows that will create? It will create a look then. What were the gallows? The towers. What were they? What were the ropes? And what were the sentries? And it wasn't. It wasn't a piece of cake. So what would you talk with the verses? Then it's res. Yourself would relate. Oh, we would not. I would not. I would not. You would relate. You would relate. You would relate. I would not. On own, you would not relate at all. Why? Because you're not part of the society. You're not part of the community. You're not part of the world. So then what talk would you use? Where would you go? Well, I've got reasons. I've got thoughts. And you? What's that? I will get a lot of minuses later. I will get a lot of... It's a reverse. Why? I can hold a piece of paper and the article with it to mark the points that Mom made. And what was that secret? Well, if the mommy can't get ma'am, then not mommy, and it's mom. And well, that means we win. It means I won. It means victory to us. It means victory to you. It means victory to... It means victory to... Oh. And what was the victory? That's a good question. What was the victory? What was the win? Yeah. Well, that's not you then.